Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the continuation of Black Skylands here on your professional walkthrough channel with me, your host Max. So on the previous episode we were able to liberate the mother of all the falcons, and by doing so at the old sawmill we were able to start acquiring access to certain locations. Because now, if we were to revisit certain islands where we were before, if I would come across the falcon nest itself, that would potentially mean that I should be able to get to there. Now, apparently, based on my current progress, there should be 10 islands left for me to liberate. And I'm apparently missing 100 modifications for the weapon. So if we take in consideration that maybe for an island we would come across certain number, we at least know that I'm somewhat moving towards the progress. But yeah, we have the Wind Diver Island here, and then we can also check out the broken stairs. So that's one of the locations where we can go, or we can go to the rocky cliff. Heavily depends on which quest we are gonna try to go for. So if I were to upgrade the tsunami ship cannon using tab on the tablet, okay, so sky ship, howitzer minigun, that's G13, it's monsoon, hail, tsunami. Okay, so I would have to invest here. So does that count, or do I have to like fully upgrade this thing? Because I don't really use it, so I'm not sure if that counts for me to complete that. Okay, next thing which we can theoretically take a look is this delicious thing, but honestly, it doesn't really look like I can disengage all of the requests. So I will probably go to the Wind Diver. This is a tricky island because there's like this strong current that goes from place A to place B, and so trying to gain access to certain locations might be absolutely annoying. We're gonna swap out this back to the monsoon. I just like these torpedoes a whole lot more, so that's what I'll use. A dense wave of ammo, it's kind of cute, but honestly rather would have the torpedoes. Seem to work a little bit better for me. Howitzer is also fully upgraded, and our ship is as well, which is why it has this sort of swarm-like look. So this should theoretically mean that if I like approach this, I should be able to cram in a ridiculous amount of ammunition and all sorts of good stuff. But yeah, we were able to get a large quantity of actual things that I required by continuing the story. I will definitely try to take a look at certain achievements just to see what needs to be done from my end in order to get that stuff like actually accomplished. Because there's supposed to be some special crossbow or something like that, and I just want to honestly finish off the series to have like honest opinion. Did they screw it up? Did they improve certain things? It feels like certain maps have been changed, at least to me, but then again, I played the early access in quite a while, and so yeah, definitely something that is worthwhile looking into. Can still go and grab this. So yeah, as you can obviously see from the strong current, even if I would try to use my shift boost, it would just simply not let me do anything here. So what we can do is access this lighthouse, which is definitely new, and you can see that the current is going from left side down and is coming out at the right side. So you have only like this one point from which you can access everything, and afterwards you will just basically struggle a little bit. There's also an achievement for you to discover like all the treasures, so by just going through the islands themselves, this should come naturally towards you because you will be able to keep finding them. Here I'm trying to be a little bit careful on how I do this because there is a mod box So here I might be able to actually sustain some sort of damage because I keep rubbing off on the island, which I cannot kind of affect right now because I'm caught in the strong current. Okay, this is kind of weird. Like, literally in this place, I feel the resistance completely stop. Okay, what is waiting for us in here? There's another treasure. So just like that, I came across 2 of the chests. Unfortunately, transitioning or transferring the ore or manufacturing, crafting, refining, whichever adjective you want to use here, is not gonna give you the biggest yield, so that's most unfortunate. But it's still totally worth doing, and you will definitely benefit from it. I'm gonna probably switch out my gear here. Kind of don't see really the point. I don't have enough to get the minigun to its final stage, and I just never ever used the damn pistol as is, so here is one of the plants, I guess. East south of Aspia. I'm not really sure if I need to find some sort of heavily specific island in order to do this. Who's there? Answer me. You're not one of Kane's falcons, right? If I was Falcon, I would shoot you already. Praise the sky, I thought I was done for. You're looking at Harold, Aspia's finest gunsmith. I'm Ava. How did you end up here? I was flying to fodder ship, but a falcon attacked threw my ship off the course. Those bandits are still hiding around here somewhere. So be careful. So now they're gonna jump out of the ambush. We still have the power up where I'm able to slow down the time, but because this location is like closer to the fodder ship, you're not gonna get so much resistance out of the enemy, especially if you have like weapons upgraded. You can see that I was able to like pierce through 2 units simultaneously using the bow, and so that deals like a crap ton of damage. I was able to finish off those 2 knuckleheads. That dude did not even see the arrow coming in, and it killed him through flying an actual crate. So that just shows you that if you show up at one of the early locations later on in the game with your gear fully upgraded, yeah, they're not gonna have a good time. All I need to do here is just line them up, and the arrows are gonna take care of them. I can honestly swap out to a different weapon, but this is just so much fun. The ones with the shield are gonna be annoying to deal with, I'll give you that. But that dude turned to the wrong side, so I guess he is screwed. I'm still wondering if there's gonna be eventually those challenges presented by like that worm-human mixture of a being, but we will see, I guess. We haven't really ventured into the swarm region, so I'm not really sure how different it's gonna be from early access. Those lowlifes set up an ambush. It wasn't you they were hunting, it wasn't. That's what it seems like. As the new marshal, I tend to get in a lot of Falcon's way. Good thing those oafs underestimated you. It's not safe to stay here. Let me help you get to the fodder ship. I'm blind, not yet, but not helpless. For someone who makes unique weapons, dealing with a ship won't be any trouble at all. But you got rid of the bandits for me. As thanks, I'll give you one of my greatest creations. See you at the fodder ship. So we will have to talk to him back at the fodder ship, so the least I can try to do is liberate the rest of the island. Now, due to the fact that I still need to, for some dumbass reason, eventually like return over here, there's still few locations which were just simply inaccessible to me, so I will probably have to take a look at it and see what the hell happened there, or why was I not able to liberate the island completely. We can try to make our way over here. To be a puzzle. Might get some blue crystals. So this one is the easier one. You just have to put in these things according to the weight. So basically I would have to stand here and everything else would have to stand somewhere else. So X seems to be so far heavier than everything, unless the square is gonna... Nope, okay. So this one goes here, and now we have to figure out which one is the heavier one. Voila. We get only 3, but over here I see another chest. Is this like a third one I just discovered on this island alone? Yeah, so honestly, I think if you're like going for an achievement hunter or completionist, this game is not gonna be that difficult. Some of the achievements are just you fighting the bosses and defeating them. So if you're gonna progress through the story naturally, that's just gonna happen anyhow, so you won't have that much hassle with that. But some of them might be more annoying, like getting all the modifications for your weapons and such. But there's like a still bit of a question mark in regards to certain portion of that. That I was hoping would not happen. That tent got cleared out ridiculously quickly. We can check out the second lighthouse, see what's up. But it's just gonna give us the same view, just of the southern hemisphere of the island itself. So there's like a middle location. I actually don't have that many arrows left, but that's perfectly fine. Whoa, that's a little weird. I'm not really sure what this wine is meant to represent or something, but it looks a little bit out of place. Okay, so over here, I don't think I'll be able to proceed any further. So either I'll be forced to continue inland, utilizing my ship, or there's gonna be just something else for me to still try and do. One thing which I would like to see if I can figure out is how to gain access to that plant that permanently increases Eva's HP. I might be able to do it through here. You never know. Thanks to the hook, you're able to access certain locations. Carry a pool table, that's definitely new. Okay, so this guy literally just showcased me how to get to my next target. So now Ava's HP is once again increased. Now I'm playing this on hard difficulty, so that explains why I even got killed a few times due to my own stupidity. But other than that, if you're gonna play this on normal, you're still gonna have a good time. But because I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit this year, yeah, I'm playing this on the harder difficulty. And because I played through the base game, so I want to see how much it would feel different. And it kind of feels pleasantly different. Okay, I was able to actually reach this location, which is absolutely awesome. Was also able to restock on arrows. But yeah, going through here with the more advanced weapon systems, I definitely don't even feel the need to actually utilize my power-ups. It would just be a waste of them. That is until I accidentally press a key to trigger one of them. I keep hearing some sort of cannons. Okay, so that's gonna be the central island hub, which will explain the turret being able to shoot at me. Question is, if I'll be able to, with the upgraded hook, get to all these locations. Okay, you guys are freaking annoying, I'll tell you that right about now. I was hoping to knife him, but all I did was take a bunch of shots to the face like a total knucklehead. I can theoretically cure Ava here. Now the big if is if we can... Of course we can. I don't really know if I just fired or not. If you guys will just align yourself like this, then it will be that much easier for me. But holy crap, with 4 lighthouses on an island? What? Why so many? Why so many? But this island is a treasure trove for the chests, so I'm actually quite glad that I decided to show up here. I'm not really sure if I was meant to be here earlier or not. No indication was given for me to show up here, so I guess I did what I did. And with that, the islands are liberated. But I still want to get to the southern location, because the southern location holds a chest with one of the new trinkets. Okay, so it seems like this is separated into 2 parts, and I was able to liberate the southern one, which is kind of fun. Okay, I'm able to actually walk across the damn thing. This is gonna be one of those puzzles where you have to pull the levers in the same order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have screwed up 2 and 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I screwed up the order of 2 and 3. So this is something that I'll deal with. Voila. This will give me access to mod, or to the new trinkets, and even to crystals. So that's quite nice. I want to see what's the green little check mark. It might be actually me receiving a reward for the liberation of the island. We can use Luma here because I got quite far away from the northern region, which leaves the question, like, where the hell are the left of the enemies? Or rest of the enemies. Because they gotta be somewhere, right? Ah! You sneaky so-and-so. Okay, I see where the last dude is. I'm guessing there's gonna be maybe even a turret. So it's worth a little bit of investigation. Unfortunately, I'm being caught in the current and being, like, smashed against the damn rocks, which I really do not appreciate. But it is what it is. I picked up the spare parts, so... I really thought that these knuckleheads would actually, like, have... a turret installed here. There seems to be some sort of note. was a village on the border. A dead woman lay on the ground as a child crawled over her. Everything was covered in blood. Eldon and I backed up the child, who would have stopped crying. Blood stained my clothes as well. We made it back to the base. As I went to wash my clothes, I saw blood between my fingers. I couldn't wash it off. Human blood is hard to wash off. Yeah, that's why you need, like, bleach and stuff. Or something, I don't know. Go all Dexter on it, I guess. He had a smart plan about the use of plastic, but then he went and started throwing everything into the ocean, and that's where he kind of lost me. Not the most environmentally friendly guy, apparently, but what the hell do I know? Canister is needed. Yeah, this thing is like quite proficient at the use of the fuel overall, so and we have like 45 slots that we can work with, which is pretty damn neat. Question is if I'll be able to get and interact with these knuckleheads in order to receive these rewards. I think the green little point is here's the reward for liberating the island. Yep. So if they're gonna give me an actual mod box, it would be in my interest to go through all these locations and pick up those damn rewards, because if each weapon has at least 9 modifications, and the question is now also if that's just 9 modifications of the gray color, the green color, and then of the actual purple color, which is like the most rarest of them all, then I should really make sure to talk to everyone. Okay, so these 2 islands are liberated. So the question is, we are blind engineer. So let's just fast travel and talk to this knucklehead. I recognize those footsteps. You didn't doubt that I would get here, did you? I'm just glad you're alive. Here, take my best weapon. The sight must be a bit broken, but it's got an incredibly fast rate of fire. Yeah. Thanks. I guess. So when in Rome, we can put in the refinement request for all of these, but I don't really have that many, so yeah, you see that I'll get only certain quantity. Good that you're already repaired the factory. We keep missing one resource or another. It will allow us to process them without waiting for you to get ship or weapon seal. To be honest, I don't remember it ever actually working. The last time it was started up was during the war with Nordvold. 20 years have passed since then. The equipment there is old, so I will change the oven layouts, update the furnace casings, replace the heat insulation boxes, so we will rebuild the whole thing. I won't touch the foundations. Okay. I'm not really sure if that means that they're gonna be scraping the interior of the ship in order to do God knows what, but you do you. The thing is, once you like clear out the base boxes, all you will get out of them is just the steel itself. So that's like an indication that those modifications are probably all fully unlocked and you will not receive duplicates. Bell Melody and an eagle claw. I really have to start taking a look at these things and see what they do. There can never be too much. Increases the total supply of ammo and grenades. That sounds absolutely freaking amazing. Rolling at some ammo. Yeah, you know what? I'll rather have this one, which permanently increases my ammo. Restores part of Ava HP for each enemy killed, but greatly reduces the effectiveness of the medkits. No, thank you. Ava will reload her weapons faster if reloading is pressed in time. No, I also, it's bound to this trinket. I hate that trinket. Volcano's Fury. Killing an enemy speeds up the cooldown of Ava's equipment tech. No. Increases the damage dealt by Ava's tech. Increases Ava's speed. Significantly increases the supply of medkits, but reduces Luma's energy. No. Greatly increases Ava's speed, but reduces hook damage. No. I definitely want to have my hook damage where it is. Increases damage to falcons. That sounds quite awesome. After killing an enemy, the crystal briefly increases damage. Yeah, I think I will keep the ones that I have, so... Yeah. Yeah. Let's take a look. Ava's tech. Honestly, the time stopper is awesome. Jericho kicks ass. And actually, the funniest thing is that during the early access time, Jericho used to be the one thing which I could rely upon once I ventured into the swarm territory to actually kill the swarm. So, that's an interesting one. Ron, I saw smoke coming from the lava. Are you alright? No, do you know how hard it is to be in the body of an ape? No one takes me seriously. I can solder microcircuitry. There's always fur in my food. And if you only knew how sick I am of fleas. I'm not really sure what the basis from Red Hot Chili Pepper did to this guy, but sure, whatever. And we can try to like revisit a few of these locations just to see if, for example, I'll be able to get to these new locations or these old locations. There's even like a ship in the background, which is absolutely hilarious. Whoa, that escalated quite quickly. So, okay, so there's definitely a requirement for the eagle's nest here. I really have to stop hitting these stupid islands, goddammit. Problem is, I have no clue where the eagle's nest was located at, so that can make this quite tedious, as you will be forced to scout out the island once again after you've been here God knows how many moons before, in order to find the one thing which you're looking for. Okay, I think I found my eagle's nest. I have to roll here. Caca! But this guy got here with his little piggies. Be fine. No inconvenience whatsoever ever. You can make this stuff up. Is there a reward for me on here? No. So one thing which is here, however, is stone. Even though I kind of don't need it, but when in Rome, I guess. This knucklehead is probably out of fuel. Yep. So let's just refill his tank. Our tank is now able to hold on to quite a lot of stuff, so there you go. I don't know if that's swarm or what are the red arrows for. Now, how the hell did I miss this rock deposit here? So weird. So weird. Okay, so next location, right? It would be faster for me to fast travel to the father ship. Take off from here. I said take off. The problem in this game, which I've noticed, is that if you're trying to control the ship and you're like holding the forward key or back key or something, and if your ship, got into like some placement or position where it's interacting with something else, or you've tried to change the direction, it just might not respond exactly the way you want. So there's just that, but it's like absolutely minuscule thing. I think there is actually an eagle nest somewhere on here as well. Question is, where exactly could it be? Or maybe there's gonna be something with like the frag grenades or something, who knows? You can take a look around, collect some more resources, because there's never enough. I do wonder why they never removed the damn flags of the falcons, or like that would be the first thing which I would try to paint over. Or I would just scrap those boards and get rid of them completely. Okay, so this is just regards to the puzzle log, so I don't really care about that. If I would find an actual lighthouse here, that would be great. And here goes the lighthouse. How convenient. So I can find where the hell is the eagle nest. So the eagle nest is definitely not in the southern hemisphere of the islands. Most unfortunate. What I did see though is a blue steel container somewhere around these parts. And my aim is just improving tremendously. Hold on for a second. There's a red ship. A falcon ship. This should not be in here. Are they like trying to re-engage the island and potentially steal it, or what's going on here? Okay, I'm not really sure if it's because of the early region location that the damage is dealt so heavily, or what's going on here. But holy fudge. Okay, here I'll execute the power up, and in like 2 seconds the ship is mine. Yeah, it's really freaking overpowered. I absolutely love it. The problem here is that we're getting just the basic mod boxes, so we just know that they're gonna get opened into the red steel. But then again, there's like also achievements for you to get a large quantity of blue and red steel. So like I said, if you're a completionist and you're trying to get a lot of these things done, or if you're going for 100%, I'm guessing certain things you will have to Google. Don't get me wrong. But for majority of the stuff, you will just come across it naturally as the story progresses. So I don't think it's that much of a hassle. Like, for example, compared to if you would play Resident Evil 4, where you have to complete the game on hardcore S+ rank, which will take you God knows how many hours, which means that you have to keep replaying the game over and over again. Not that the game is not fun, but there's the natural progression, and then there's like the one which is created by you having to do one thing over and over again. So it depends on how much you love something and how much time you want to invest, and yeah, so that will definitely affect a few things. I'm really interested to see if these are gonna be actually like basic mod boxes. One is green, one is purple. Cannot really tell which one came from what location, but okay. Thirdly, I can like fast travel to here. The benefit here is, of course, we can once again exchange all the goodies, drop it into our fodder ship's cargo, take back the canister, take this in, refuel. Deal with this. I will pick up that frag grenade back just so that I have it. But I do have like 7 of them, so that alone will give me a nice return. We can try to go up here, see if that location is actually bound to an eagle's nest, because there is some sort of location which seems to be locked off. I honestly don't recall most of these locations, what they were all about, so this seems like they literally built in a large ship into this region by itself. Lighthouse would be appreciated, as it would give me an idea of what the fudge am I supposed to do here. This gate is just perma-locked, or like what the hell is going on here? Grizzly Caverns. How the hell do I get there? That's not gonna work, apparently. So I can't really brute force it. Well, let's see. Maybe, just maybe. If I try to... What is this region called? The Grizzly Caverns? Grizzly Caverns. Grizzly Caverns. I'm trying to see what would be like the answer to my question, but I'm not really sure what would be the correct keyword here. That's weird. Really have zero idea of how the hell to make this shit work. Just a little bit infuriating, to be perfectly honest with you. The lighthouse will have something that I have not noticed before. I don't see any sort of trigger or lever or anything, at least not in this spot specifically. It'd be like indicator of what the hell, where the hell to go. I really have to stop bumping into every goddamn piece of land. What did I just say? Okay, here it's kind of warping the spine, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, so this lever opened that gate. That's nice. The problem here is I don't really see another lever. That to me is a little problematic. No. Not even inside of the hut. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I think the puzzle has been resolved. So how in the hell would I get here? You know, that's like the problem. I don't see an eagle's nest. I don't see any lever. I'm not really sure what can be the solution. I can try to check with the second lighthouse here. But I think just the levers that are visible here, which is the one, is for the gate which has been already unlocked. So what could it possibly be? Trying to find where it might be, but no such luck. Interesting, interesting. That I did not want it to do. Somewhere around these parts was a chest at one point, but seems I have cleared it out. So I did actually find like a link to a website which has like a link to all the chest locations. So if I won't forget by the time I'm publishing this episode, I can try to share it in the comment or in the video's description. But honest to God, I have no freaking idea how the hell to get to that north part. No clue. Nothing seems to be really working in here. Nothing in these parts. There seems to be a reward in some chests in here, so I can theoretically try to fly across here. Even through the currents. You can go fishing. At the end of the day, there is a merchant which exchanges the fish for mod boxes, but you need like a specific type of species, I believe, in order to get a rarity or a certain quantity of them. I'm not really sure. It's either at the moth nest or either at the turtle town. One of the two will do the trick for you. Okay, so we definitely need to get to an eagle's nest here. So that's perfectly fine. Eagle! Or falcon, sorry. I always keep thinking about scrubs and eagle. So those two have been added to the hold. Okay, purple ones. I can dig that. That's perfectly fine. And there seems to be a reward, but also the obstacles. A wild crack appears. Okay, a green one. Icy Hollow has nothing. None of these locations seems to have nothing. That's Turtle Town. That's the cave thingy. I can try to fast travel here, but I honestly just wasn't able to get some of these things out of the way. So I can theoretically transfer all of this. I can travel over here, but I don't think I'll be able to finish off this location. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. My brother told me about you. I'm Otto Forrest. Listen, after my father died, he left the sawmill to Ralph and I, but we can't figure out which one of us should run it. This means that work has come to a standstill, and our father, as luck would have it, hid his will. Why would he do that? How should I know? The old man was out of his mind by the end. He said he buried it on an island with a purple tree. But there's hundreds of islands like that, and if we can find that cursed piece of paper, we're definitely going to end up killing each other. I'll be forced to take you into custody. No arrest, please. I just wanted to ask you to help. Please find the will, my brother and I will repay you. Okay, so that's definitely a new thing. I have no clue where the hell a purple tree can be found. Or what some sort of identifying mark of such tree. Hold on. Is there literally an access point to this part of an island and I just for some dumbass reason have never gone in here? It might be. I mean, sometimes I do tend to surprise even my damn self. Scandal. The son of Senator Cattery was killed in bar fight. The perpetrator was dishonorably discharged from the army and exiled along with their crew. The senator is calling for harsher measures. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the hell to do with that piece of information, but I guess you do you. So now, this raises question if I will be actually able to clear out the rest of this location, and if it's just me being a total freaking knucklehead, which prevented me from doing this in the first place. Unfortunately, I won't be able to pass through here. I can go fishing, but that's for ammunition, and I do possess the ammunition, so I don't care about that. There's the falcon's nest, which we had to use anyhow, so I really don't know if I'll be able to access that last remaining part. I have no clue where a purple tree can be found. So what I'll try to do is talk to the second person. Maybe they will give me some more guidance. I don't know if that's the brother. Hi, Eva. Thanks again for helping me out. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Ralph, one of the sons of late John Forrester. Perhaps your father told you something about him. No, my father never mentioned him. He didn't really tell me much about anything. Oh, that Richard. He was always so secretive. Well, this is where he has chosen the wood for his first ship. Unfortunately, the sawmill is in danger once again, and the falcons could return at any moment, so we want to build a shelter. That's a wise idea. Can I help you with anything? We have plenty of materials, but we don't have enough tools. There's an abandoned mine nearby, and I'd be willing to bet there are some tools left there. Be careful, don't get lost. They say it's real maze in there. It won't be a quick job, so I'll compensate you for your time. Oh, for funk's sake. Seriously? It was just me having to interact with the knuckleheads? That's all it took? I'm starting to think that on these islands, the enemy difficulty is slightly more trickier to manage, so... Okay, I guess I'll have to roll through here. But this should therefore liberate the rest of this location. I cannot believe I did not try to talk to the NPCs. I don't know if he saw me or not. If he's gonna turn away, probably did not see me. That's awesome. Once again, I'll try to sneak up to these knuckleheads. That was beautiful. I was able to sneak kill one of them, and the others did not even flinch. Beautiful. I think the island is officially liberated. Okay, good for me. Good for me. So finishing off what I started. Old sawmill, added. So now I'm closer to the overall objective of actually getting what I need. So if it was like 10 islands were left, now it should be like 7 or so islands. And we can build a shelter and hide there if falcons show up again. What would we do without you? There goes our trinket. So revisiting these is definitely a good idea. I'm now trying to like figure out if I should try to literally go through each and every island when I will be like offline or something and not recording footage, and just hunt down all the treasure chests which might be still left. Oh, shindig. That was not good. That I accidentally pressed the wrong key. Shift instead of the one which deflects all the projectiles. That would have been much more appropriate. The reason why I don't like having these ships around here is because I am paranoid, and I think that this is the way that the Falcons might try to retake the islands. But then again, one thing which I've noticed is that since playing the game and the 1.0 or whatever version this is, there really hasn't been an attempt from the Falcon side to recontest a single island. This guy was just looking away from me constantly, so I'm not sure what to think of that. So this ship is officially ours. Okay, so this is the old sawmill. So somewhere in here, like 2 locations is where treasures are to be found, or treasure chests for the gold coins. But then again, because the gold coins are not even utilized to upgrade those specialized weapons, and like eventually those specialized weapons are, I'm not sure if not overperformed by or underperforming compared to their base model comparisons, which are just upgraded fully, then I'm not sure. Lots of spare parts, I can live with that, considering how much damage I keep taking due to stupid mistakes I keep making. I'm flying against the current, which is like, I don't know, urinating against it, so it's not a smart decision. And we are like reaching the edge of a swarm region, and I think this is like a swarm region. Whoa, what the fudge is this? Holy crap! What the fuck is this place? I don't think there's gonna be a lighthouse in here. Whoa. It's like some sort of invisible barrier or something. It's like Scarif in Rogue One. Probably won't let me pass. Oh, it did let me pass. And it's Smells of Death in here is the achievement for you reaching the swarm region. Holy fudgesicle. That's a cool looking skull. Okay. And the swarm is approaching already, huh? I really do want to see how efficient or inefficient my ship is. Oh, it wasn't so bad. I did take a crap ton of damage, but it wasn't so bad. But yeah, like that's all you need to do in order to get an achievement. Just fly across this purple line and like that's it. So it's not an invisible wall then. Okay. Disappointed! I was expecting a little bit more, but oh, what the hell. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it. So this episode is gonna be like all over the place because I'm obviously, with my attention span of a goldfish, trying to do God knows what. There's another ship? Seriously, this is making me think that they're trying to go for a recontest of the island or something. I'm not sure. Beautiful shot there. As long as I'm able to get close enough to board. Ava, you really need to reload faster, princess. But I really hate that one trinket, so I'm not gonna interact with that one bit. Because I just don't think it fits the game at all. There goes another ship. I think this thing is again stuck up against an island or something. This is a frequent occurrence in this game, like it just stops or stumbles or glitches out or some weird stuff. Dude, seriously, you really should not be able to do this shit while I'm like even off the damn thing, but then again, there's no way for me to dock the ship with some sort of harpoon to the enemy vessel, so I think that's like a nice feature which would be a fun little thing to include. You know, it would be like Millennium Falcon hiding beneath the Star Destroyer in Empire Strikes Back, something like that. I don't know. It would just at least alleviate the situation where constantly you have to utilize Luma to fly you back somewhere because and then also like contesting these damn things does not really result in anything, because at the end of the day you then even don't see these ships like remain under your control or nothing. Like, you don't get a fleet out of them. Like, honestly, you need 2 ships to attack. Why? If I would just take these ones, which I keep constantly recontesting, that should be enough for me to attack the Falcon Fort. You know, like having some sort of flotilla, and those can be your cruisers, and the big guys can be your battleships or something. Just putting it out there. Okay, so this island should have 2 treasure chests. I really wish I would have stumbled upon this damn article earlier, but I'll take it. Holy fudge, that seems like quite the decent actual treasure location. Yeah, there's the second treasure. Okay, that was weird. So it's like some sort of ambush. Set up by whom? Because you knuckleheads are sure as hell not trying that hard. Just shred it through them. Yes, turn around, face me with your back. That's the worst thing you can literally do. What the hell is that? Oh, fudge. Did not know that would happen. I'll just knife you knuckleheads, and I think there's like one more. I should have actually not done what I did, but it's too late already, so screw it. Also, it's like a timed thing. Okay, that's interesting. So it only lasts for a certain time. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, one of them got caught in the explosion. Most unfortunate. Oh, I can turn this on. And once I do, I cannot really turn it off. Inconvenient AF. Okay, that sets down the platform. This is now permanently shut, huh? Interesting. So what? Oh, crap. Oh, so that would like allow me to get to another section of the island or something? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'm really not in the mood to deal with their nonsense. So the question is, what's triggering you knuckleheads to keep spawning in? I don't see some sort of tent or nothing that would indicate to me that this is where they are gonna be popping in from. Yet they keep popping in from somewhere. Do I just have to... Yeah, that hook is awesome, especially if he removes the damn shield. It's far more easier for me to just slice and dice through this knucklehead. Okay, so it seemed like that was just purely you having to slice through enough enemies. So that should also unlock this gate. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna use our ship to get to a next position. There's even a lighthouse for me to check out, but I think I've already used that one. Okay, so that's the location of the second treasure. That's the only two which you will find on this island. I just saw him turning around, so I knew I would not be able to sneak up on him. That was rude as hell. Question is if I still need to pull some other lever in order to get to the rest of this shindig. It might seem just that way. Yeah, by the way, or by the time he turned around, he was dead already. He just did not know it yet. Question is, if Luma takes me around, if these resource deposits are actually from the outside or from within, because then I would need to find an entry point inside. I'm kind of glad I came here anyhow, because A, I'm able to fix my ship, pick up that deposit, and there's turrets which would still need to be destroyed anyhow for the island to be considered liberated, so good job, Max. Now I can fly inland, which seems like a nice setup for whatever the hell that's supposed to be. You guys got kind of stuck here, and that made the whole ambush completely obsolete. That was not an effective use of those ships, I have to tell someone, whoever's gonna be watching. As the captain placed the sparkling diamond in his bag, he sensed the floor of the ancient temple shaking under his feet. With no hesitation, Brand ran for the exit. Stones and wooden beams began pelting him from above. He threw his hook at a huge oak outside and pulled himself out with the last of his strength, finally falling onto solid ground. The temple collapsed, never to stand again. So at least we know what happened here. But it's kind of funny that there's like a melted core inside of the actual island itself. Like, how would you even make that work? Wouldn't that mean that like every single island by itself should be some sort of tectonically active, or like how would you ensure that the magma would not cool down, you know? Because at least in the Earth's core, the magma is constantly flowing. So that's what's actually charging up the atmosphere and why we have the magnetic poles and all that jazz. But I don't see a way of how in the hell would that work on a singular island. It's like a Minecraft logic to it. You just put some magma somewhere and see if it sticks. Or if someone digs beneath themselves. So, I'm not really sure. Why the hell are you even in here? Like, seriously, man. Okay. So the benefit here to unlocking these chests is that I can literally just cram them over there. But I'm ever so closer to liberating all of the islands. Just drop this here, eat the mold. Pick up Ring of Lucius. And that's the thing, like, you can try to experiment with whatever actual modifications for your weapons that you want to use, and they should be able to work. But it's gonna be honestly kind of a pain in the ass to just do this one at a time. And I want to see if I get a reward in the form of a mod box, or what the heck am I gonna get. So let's go talk to this person. I really should stop by at a fuel station in order to restock on all the good stuff. So we can transfer all these goodies. I really do wonder how that mod box is gonna affect everything. But okay, hold on. Let's refill this one. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. So if you did like it, give it a big thumbs up. I know nothing that tremendously amazing in relation to the story happened here, but it cannot always be that way. So if you want to like check out more content for Black Skylands, check out the playlist. It's featured in the video's description. And yeah, I mean, so far the only changes which I've noticed are really just in relation to how the story is told. But like certain things are left the same as they were during early access. Certain things have been modified, so it just depends on the player preference, if you prefer the previous version or the new version. If you haven't played the game during the early access, I'm not really sure if that much has changed. So yeah, but that's the risk you do or expose yourself to when you actually play a game in early access. So that's something that you have to consider. But yeah, a few modifications were able to be obtained once again, so I can check out what is there. Reload speed, that sounds awesome. So all of these are now... Ooh, it seems like I actually do have now even more modifications than just 9. So why the hell did I assume that it would be just that much? Fire range, critical hit chains, I think that's better. Reload speed, magazine size, but the range is reduced. I think I can keep this. Shotgun. Fire range, critical hit chance is probably more important for a shotgun. Reload speed, and I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you something about subscribing or something, but I don't honestly care. So, do your thing. See if I care. That is one ugly ass rifle.